Yes, of course. This inspirational lecture, Conquer Yourself to Rebuild, has a strong emphasis on developing oneself and conquering obstacles. Rebuild by conquering yourself. I want to thank all of the ladies and gentlemen for coming today. I would want to discuss with you a topic that is both highly personal and broadly applicable: the process of reclaiming our life via self-conquering. Although life frequently presents us with challenges, the biggest struggles we encounter are typically inside. To start, let us acknowledge one basic fact: change is inevitable. Every one of us has events that test our convictions, our fortitude, and our basic identity. We've all had times that might leave us feeling hopeless, whether it's a setback in our professions, the breakdown of a relationship, or even a failing grade in our classes. It's simple to feel like victims of our circumstances at those moments, but today, I implore you to think about this. You have the ability to alter your narrative. Comprehending the internal conflict. Recognizing the internal conflict that each of us experiences is the first step in this path of self-conquest. Imagine that there is a terrible conflict between the person you want to be and the person you are inside of you. This is the struggle between the need for development, achievement, and fulfillment with the feelings of dread, self-doubt, and pessimism. Anytime you tell yourself something negative like, "I can't, I'm not good enough," or "I'll never succeed," you're giving in to those negative ideas. It is important to keep in mind that the voice of doubt is not the voice of truth. It's a voice from the past that tries to prevent you from growing by keeping you in a zone of comfort. You have to quiet your inner critic before you can overcome yourself. You are not your failures, and that is something you must realize. Your errors do not determine who you are. Instead, you are a collection of events, lessons learned, and unrealized potential. Accepting your vulnerability. Next, I want you to embrace vulnerability. Although we frequently view vulnerability as a weakness, it's actually one of our greatest assets. Recognizing our anxieties and uncertainties is a necessary step towards allowing ourselves to be vulnerable. It entails realizing that we are not infallible and that seeking assistance is acceptable. We establish a connection with people when we are honest about our difficulties. We learn that we are not fighting this struggle alone. Experiences shared have a tremendous amount of power. Remember, even the most resilient individuals have encountered difficulties that have caused them to doubt their skills. Their capacity to take those obstacles head-on is what makes them unique. Consider the moments when you felt most exposed. Did you withdraw or did you make contact? People who seek out typically receive encouragement, support, and eventually the fortitude to start over. Making plans and executing them. Let's now discuss goals. Establishing attainable objectives is one of the best strategies for conquering oneself. Objectives give guidance. They provide us with something to aim for, acting as a lighthouse to help us navigate the shadows. But merely having objectives is insufficient. You have to do something. The link between dreams and reality is action. No matter how tiny, every action you take counts toward starting over in life. Let's imagine you wish to raise your academic performance. Instead of putting too much pressure on yourself to achieve all A's, break it down. Make it your mission to either get aid from a teacher or tutor or study for an additional hour each week. Honor those little successes. Every accomplishment, no matter how small, boosts your self-esteem and determination. Reaping the benefits of failure. As you set out on your trip, keep in mind that failure is an essential step in the process, not the finish. Although a lot of us are afraid of failing, it really makes for one of the best instructors we will ever have. You learn from your mistakes. You discover what functions well and poorly. You acquire knowledge that aids in your future decision-making. Consider failure a learning opportunity rather than a setback. You have the chance to get back up stronger, smarter, and more resilient after every setback. Think about the experiences of those who have overcome major obstacles. The light bulb creator Thomas Edison is credited as saying, "I have not failed. Just now, I discovered 10,000 ineffective strategies." Despite several setbacks, his unwavering pursuit of his objectives resulted in a breakthrough that altered the course of history. Building a support system. This doesn't have to be done by you alone. Assemble a network of people who think well of you. Seek for mentors, friends, relatives, or anybody who gives you encouragement and supports your development. An effective support network may provide you the responsibility and drive you need to keep moving forward. Recall that it's okay to ask for help when you need it. Everybody is not an island. Because of our interconnectedness, we can do far more as a group than we could on our own. Asterisk developing an upbeat attitude as you strive to overcome yourself, have an optimistic outlook. This does not imply living in a bubble or acting as though nothing is wrong. It's about rewiring your brain to see the opportunities rather than the constraints. Practice thankfulness. Take a time every day to consider your blessings. By engaging in this straightforward exercise, you may change your viewpoint and begin to perceive the plenty rather than the lack in your life. Envision yourself succeeding. Imagine yourself accomplishing your objectives. Experience the feelings connected to that accomplishment. This mental practice can help you establish a strong mental-to-action link that will motivate you to go toward your goals. Asterisk sturdiness and fortitude. Keep in mind the value of perseverance and fortitude while you travel. There will be times when you want to give up and when the burden of your difficulties becomes too much to bear. Remind yourself why you began on those days. Think back to the dreams that sparked your interest. The ability to bounce back from setbacks, disappointments, heartaches, and losses is what resilience is all about. You will have challenges in life, but what really counts is how you handle them. When faced with challenges, stand back, evaluate the circumstances, and gather yourself. If necessary, make changes to your plans, but don't let go of your objectives. Each setback may be a setup for a comeback if you choose to perceive it that way. Asterisk remembering your trip. Take some time to honor your path as you strive to overcome yourself. Recognize your accomplishments, no matter how tiny. Consider your progress and your accomplishments, and feel pleased of yourself. Self-conquest is an ongoing process rather than a final goal. Your life is rebuilt to a greater extent the more self-conquering you do. Every day offers a fresh chance to develop, gain knowledge, and aim high. Asterisk conclusion. The power to rebuild. I want you to keep this in mind as I wrap up. You are capable of tremendous things. Asterisk. Although the road to self-conquerance is not always simple, it is definitely worthwhile. Take things one step at a time while you reconstruct your life. Set objectives, accept vulnerability, grow from setbacks, and surround yourself with people who support you. Have an optimistic outlook, persevere, and acknowledge each small victory as it occurs. Your life may be changed by you. When you conquer yourself, not only will your aspirations be rebuilt, but your whole being will be restored. Move forth with bravery, tenacity, and the firm conviction that you are meant to be a great person. I'm grateful. You are welcome to change any part to suit your preferences or add personal tales to make it more relevant.